You know, in Islam, there's this incredible concept that you're always seen. And I don't mean in some creepy surveillance kind of way. No, it's something much deeper. It's an awareness that's meant to be a source of incredible comfort, a foundation for real integrity, and ultimately a path to a kind of peace you can't find anywhere else. So let's dive into what that actually means.
Let's start with this question, and I really want you to think about it for a second. What if you were never truly alone? And again, not in a scary way, but in the best way possible. A way that meant you were always completely seen, totally understood, and always heard.
Okay, to really get a handle on this, we have to kind of zoom way out. I'm talking cosmic scale. The scriptures in Islam talk about a divine awareness that's just boundless. It's total. It's a perspective that literally sees everything, everywhere, all at the same time. Mind-boggling, right?
And check out this verse from the Quran. The imagery here is just so powerful. It paints this picture of knowledge that is so complete, nothing gets missed. It says, with him are the keys of the unseen. I mean, just think about that. The keys to every hidden reality, every single leaf that falls, in any forest, anywhere on the planet, is known.
And it's not just about the big stuff, you know? This awareness goes way beyond that. It's literally every single drop of rain in a massive storm. It's every tiny little seed buried deep down in the dark earth. Seriously, nothing is too small or too hidden to be noticed.
Here's a great way to think about it. Imagine a perfect light, a light so brilliant that it's impossible for shadows to even exist. There are no dark corners, nowhere to hide anything. Everything is just illuminated, totally and completely clear. Okay, so that's the cosmic view. Now let's bring that huge idea right down to earth, right into our own lives. Because if every single leaf is known, well, it makes sense that our actions are known too, right? Both the stuff we do out in the open and the things we do when we think nobody's looking. For most of us, there's this massive wall between our public lives and our private lives, right? But from this divine perspective, that wall just completely disappears. It's gone. A word you shout in a crowded market is just as clear as a secret thought hidden deep in your heart. And that introduces this incredible sense of accountability. It means our true character, who we really are, is defined by what we do when we think no one else is watching. There's a classic story that just brings this whole idea to life. It's about the second caliph, Umar. He had this habit of walking the streets of his city at night, just to make sure everyone was okay. So on one of these walks, he passes by a house and he overhears a conversation. It's a mother telling her daughter, "Hey, let's add some water to the milk we're selling." Basically, a dishonest trick to make a little extra money.
But the daughter refuses, and the mother pushes back, saying, "Come on, the caliph isn't here, he can't see us, nobody will ever know." You see her logic? It's all based on the fact that no person is there to catch them.
And this is where it gets so good. The daughter's reply just perfectly captures this entire idea. She says, "But mother, if the caliph doesn't see us, the lord of the caliph sees us." Wow. In that one sentence, she showed she got it. She knew the ultimate witness is always present. But see, this constant awareness isn't really about fear. So now let's zoom in even closer. Let's go from our outward actions to our inner world. Because here, this very same presence is described as something unbelievably intimate. It's actually a source of deep, profound comfort. There's this verse that talks about a God who knows what your own soul whispers to you. Think about that. The thoughts you haven't even fully formed yet. And then it says, he is closer to him than his jugular vein, closer than your own lifeline. I mean, seriously, what could possibly be closer than that? Your jugular vein is inside you. It's essential for your life, second by second. So this verse is suggesting a divine awareness that's more intimately connected to you than your own body. So what does that really mean for you and me? It means that your unspoken fears, they're known. Your silent prayers, they're heard. Your inner struggles, understood. Even the emotions you have that you can't find the words for, he gets it. It's about a complete, compassionate awareness of who you are on the inside. Okay, so this all sounds amazing, but how do you actually live this way? How does a person cultivate this kind of awareness and turn it into a real, daily source of strength and peace? Well, Islam actually offers a spiritual framework for doing exactly that. The ultimate goal is a state called ihsan. You can translate it as spiritual excellence. And what it really is moving past just believing or just doing things. It's about perfecting everything you do, fueled by the constant, conscious awareness that you are in the presence of God.
And there's this incredible teaching from the Prophet Muhammad that lays it out perfectly. It describes 2 levels. The highest level is to worship God as if you see Him. Just feel that certainty. But if you can't quite get to that level, then you hold on to the unwavering certainty that He, without a doubt, sees you.
So how do you get there? The practical tool for developing ihsan is something called muraqabah. Think of it like mindful vigilance. It's the active, conscious practice of remembering all the time, moment by moment, that God is watching over you, both inside and out. It's the real spiritual work of staying present with that reality.
And one last story really shows what this looks like when it's put into practice. A companion of the Prophet, Abdullah ibn Umar, was out in the desert, and he came across a young shepherd, all by himself. He decides to give the kid a little test of integrity.
So he offers to buy a sheep from the boy, and he tells him, hey, listen, just tell your boss a wolf got it. No one will ever know. We're in the middle of nowhere. It's the ultimate test of honesty, right? Total isolation.
The shepherd's response, it wasn't a long speech or an argument. It was just one simple, incredibly profound question. He just looked at him and asked, where, then, is Allah? For that shepherd, the only witness who mattered was the one who was always present. And that just leaves us with this powerful idea to reflect on. Real integrity isn't about who might be watching you. It's about living your life with the deep, unshakable awareness of the one who is always watching.